Thank you. Your Eminence, I've been hanging around with the Greek American community for so long. As a Roman Catholic, I bless myself the wrong way. I find myself going right. I don't know. The Pope is not real crazy about my change here. Welcome to the White House. It's wonderful to be able to host the reception again in person and to welcome the Prime Minister to Washington. We've had good conversations. I'm delighted to welcome your wife and daughters today, and as well because when it comes to Greek-American relations, it's all about family, in my experience. As my grandfather Finning would say, that's the Irish of it. But I want to welcome Speaker Pelosi. Where are you, Nancy? There you go. And Paul Pelosi, her husband. And the members of Congress that are here today, including a great many proud Greek Americans that are here with us today. And if you will excuse a point of personal privilege, I'd like to introduce John Sarbanes. I want you to know how much we all are thinking about missing your dad today, every day. His dad was an enormous influence on me and educated me a lot when I got here as a 30-year-old kid in the United States. Oh, his mom there?
No, and missing his mom, too.
Oh, yes, excuse me, and missing your mom as well. But your dad really took me to school, and I appreciate it. And Your Eminence, it's great to get to honor and see you again. What an honor it is, and I want to thank you for your moral leadership and all the work of the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America is doing to shine a light in the world. And last year, we had to commemorate the bicentennial of independence virtually because of the pandemic. And by the way, I want to thank the proud Greek Americans who are in the forefront of the fight against COVID-19 and our efforts to vaccinate the world. Last year, we celebrated this year, we celebrate 201 years. At the end of the year of the bicentennial celebration. And it's an opportunity to honor the history of our two nations and peoples and how we share so much together, a chance to look to the future and that we're going to build together. I'm incredibly proud of the first year of my presidency was able to be the first year of the next 100 years of relations between Greece and the United States of America. It's no exaggeration to say that today our friendship and partnership and our alliance is closer and stronger than it's ever been. We had a great conversation, and the dangerous part for you all is we like one another a lot. Our two nations are working together across the board on climate and energy, trade, investment, on defense, disaster response, and so much more. And our new ambassador to Greece, George Tunis, a proud Greek American, is with us again today. I'm not sure that I was prouder to be elected president or George to be named ambassador, which it was. But George, thank you, pal. And it's just taken up his post in Athens to continue carrying forward this important work. And the Prime Minister, I think there is no area as vital for Greece and the United States to stand together than in the defense of our shared and diplomatic principles and our democratic systems. The United States and the world owe a debt to the ancient Greek ideas that first taught us that we, the people, and the demos, our democracy, can control our own destiny. And you made us believe it. And the idea that has endured for a millennia. But it's also an idea that every generation has had to fight to uphold. Every generation has to defeat democracy's mortal foes. Because in our imperfect world, appetites and ambitions of a few forever seek to dominate the lives and liberties of the many. And sadly, we have both discussed, including the Summit of Democracies last year, that democracy is more under assault today than including in the United States than any time in the recent past. But the Greek people know, just as the American people do, that freedom and democracy are worth sacrificing for. Just as the ideals of the ancient Athenians inspired America's founders, the American Revolution, I'm presumptuous to say, helped inspire Greek patriots to fight for their own independence over 201 years ago. And Greece remembers that when dictators and strongmen seek to dominate their neighbors, there's only one answer: oxy, oxy, no, no. During World War II, when the Axis forces of fascism sweeping across Europe, Greece said no, inspiring the world to its resistance. Today, the war and wisdom and the wanton disinformation have returned to Europe with Russia's brutal and unprovoked attack on its neighbor, Ukraine. We're seeing horrific atrocities and war crimes, children being buried in mass graves, millions of refugees fleeing Putin's war, and Greece and the United States standing as one to support the people of Ukraine and impose severe economic costs on Russia, to hold Putin accountable. And I want to thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for the moral courage, and I mean it, the moral courage and clarity you have shown from the very beginning of this crisis, speaking out immediately to condemn Russia's aggression, welcoming Ukrainian refugees, being a bulwark of security for NATO's Eastern and Southeastern Europe and the Mediterranean. Together, we're showing the power and capacity of democracies to be able to act in unison. And we're helping Ukrainians say no to Russian aggression. And we're saying no to tyranny and to the idea that autocracies will outpace democracies in the 21st century, because that's what is at stake here, in my view. On a personal note, it's wonderful to see so many friends here today. Friends like Andy and Mike Monatos. Where are you guys? There you go. Back a long way. Well, up with these events over the years and since I was a senator and vice president. And Father Alex, who can't be here today, I wanted him to know that he's the reason I blessed myself the wrong way. And my friend from the University of Delaware, President Dennis Asanas. Where are you, Dennis? There you go. The president of the university. And his sons, Nicholas and Demetrius. Welcome, gentlemen. It's great to have you both here. And I like to joke about being known as Joe Bidenopoulos in my Greek-American community in Delaware. I only won by 3,100 votes when I ran as a United States Senator. And I think we got 92% of the Greek vote in Delaware. And the nickname stuck. Small population. But the truth is, I've been blessed with lifelong friendships and political mentors in the Greek-American community. I found inspiration in the courage and principled leadership of the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America, fought for social justice and for the days, all the way back to the days of Martin Luther King and right through George Floyd. And I thank you. I thank the church. As a proud Irish American, I felt a great kinship with the Greek American community. The same values define the way we grew up: courage, decency, honor, treating people with dignity, as well as an immense pride in the heart and the heritage of our ancestors that they brought with them to America. This is an incredible resilience among Greek Americans, a determination to keep going, to keep fighting, no matter the odds, no matter what. And there's no greater symbol of the faithfulness and perseverance of the community than seeing Greek Americans proudly celebrate the reconstitution and reconsecration of St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church in the National Shrine last November in Manhattan. The original structure was destroyed more than 20 years ago during the 9/11 terrorist attacks on our country. And in rebuilding that sacred home of the Greek Orthodox Church and the Greek American community, reaffirmed that even in the deepest, darkest days, we always have hope for the future, always. And today, let us tap into that same spirit and rededicate ourselves to all the hard work that lies ahead to defend democracy in Greece, in the United States, and all places where it's under threat today. to stand up for the dignity and rights of all people. My dad used to have an expression, everyone, no matter what, everyone, this is not a joke, he would say it all the time, is entitled to be treated with dignity, dignity. And to renew our commitment to leave our children a world that is more peaceful and more secure and more just than we found it. So I want to thank you again, Mr. Prime Minister, for making the trip and for the excellent discussions we had today. And I look forward to seeing you again at the NATO summit very soon in Spain and continuing our close cooperation on behalf of our two nations, all our shared values. But really, Jill and I are looking forward to seeing you in Greece as well. Thank you. Thank you. The floor is yours.